In the heart of the expansive and desolate highways of Texas, a chilling legend endures, a story passed down from one traveler to another, a tale that speaks of a woman who emerges like a specter from the very fabric of the night. Her appearance is haunting, clothes tattered and torn, hair tangled and unkempt, and eyes bloodshot with an unsettling desperation. She stands solitary on the shoulder of the road, a forlorn figure amidst the vast, empty expanse of the Texas landscape. Good Samaritans, unable to ignore the palpable sense of despair that clings to her, cautiously pull over to offer assistance. As she steps into the car, her presence is suffused with an eerie silence that seems to hang in the air like an unspoken omen. The driver senses an unshakable chill that permeates the very essence of their being. The woman's gaze, while vacant, bears a weight that extends beyond the physical. It is as if she carries the burden of the ages in her bloodshot eyes. As the car's interior remains silent, save for the patter of rain on the roof and the occasional hum of tires on wet asphalt, the driver attempts to engage her in conversation. Yet, her lips remain sealed, her gaze fixated on some distant point that seems to exist beyond the confines of the mortal realm. Each mile covered adds another layer of unease within the vehicle. The driver can feel an invisible tension thickening the air, as if the very atmosphere is holding its breath. As they approach a dimly lit stretch of road, the driver dares to steal a glance to the side. It is at this moment that their heart nearly stops. The seat beside them is empty. The woman has vanished, leaving only an open car door that flaps like a dismembered wing in the wind. Rumors swirl about the identity of the disappearing woman. Some claim she is a murder victim, seeking justice from beyond the grave. Others speculate that she is a vengeful spirit, cursed to wander the highways for eternity. Fearful travelers warn of the stretch of highway she haunts, where the headlights reveal nothing but the endless night, and the air is heavy with the weight of the unknown. Each encounter leaves those who witness her disappearance shaken to their core, haunted by the enigmatic stranger who emerges from the shadows and vanishes into the night. It was a night straight out of a horror movie, the moon hidden behind thick, ominous clouds, and the relentless rain drumming on the car's roof like a foreboding symphony. The highway stretched ahead, a ribbon of darkness cutting through the dense forest on either side. The driver's breath fogged up the windshield as they navigated the winding road with trepidation. Amid the storm, a sudden, unsettling sight emerged, a solitary figure, barely visible through the downpour. A young woman, soaked to the bone, stood shivering on the side of the road, her thumb outstretched in a desperate plea for help. Despite the unease that gnawed at the driver's gut, an empathetic impulse compelled them to pull over. The hitchhiker climbed into the car, her entrance accompanied by a faint, mournful creak of the door. Her dress clung to her skin, drenched and disheveled. She acknowledged the driver's offer with a soft, "Thank you," her voice barely more than a whisper. Her eyes, however, remained cast downward, avoiding any meaningful eye contact. As the journey continued, the driver, determined to break the eerie silence, initiated a conversation. Yet, to their growing unease, the hitchhiker offered only monosyllabic responses, never once lifting her gaze from the rain-slicked window. The rain beat relentlessly against the car, a relentless drum roll that heightened the tension within the vehicle. Time and miles blurred together, and a palpable sense of dread settled in the car. It was then, as the driver's heart pounded in their chest, that they dared to glance into the rearview mirror. A sudden jolt of terror gripped them as they discovered the back seat was empty. It was as if the hitchhiker had evaporated into the mist, leaving behind only a chilling reminder of her presence, a puddle of water on the seat and the lingering scent of damp earth. A chilling realization swept over the driver, a revelation born from tales passed down through generations. Their encounter with the mysterious hitchhiker was none other than an encounter with the vanishing hitchhiker, a ghostly traveler eternally destined to roam the lonely highways in search of an elusive ride to the afterlife. In Ohio, nestled beneath a blanket of fog and shadows, lies the notorious Phantom Truck Route. It is a stretch of highway that winds through a dense forest, where the towering trees loom like dark sentinels, their branches reaching out as if to entangle any who dare traverse this desolate road. On moonless nights, when the stars seem to cower behind the storm clouds, this highway becomes a treacherous journey into the unknown. The legend of the Phantom Truck began with a distant, mournful rumble, a sound that seemed to emanate from the very depths of the underworld. As if in response to some macabre conductor, the driver's heart quickened, and their grip on the steering wheel tightened. A glance in the rearview mirror revealed a faint, ghostly glow of headlights approaching from behind. Panic gripped the driver's chest as they realized that they were not alone on this forsaken road. The Phantom Truck was gaining speed, drawing closer with each passing second. Its engine roared like an enraged beast, drowning out the driver's frantic heartbeat. Desperation set in as the driver pressed harder on the accelerator, determined to escape the relentless pursuit. The fog grew thicker, shrouding the road ahead in an impenetrable veil. The headlights of the Phantom Truck loomed ominously in the rearview mirror, casting an eerie glow on the driver's face. But just as the driver braced for an impending collision, the impossible occurred. The Phantom Truck vanished into thin air. One moment it was bearing down on them, and the next, it was gone, as if it had never existed. The driver was left alone on the highway, the echoes of the engine's roar and the eerie silence a haunting reminder of the supernatural encounter. Local tales spoke of accidents that had occurred on this treacherous road, accidents eerily similar to those experienced by those who had crossed paths with the Phantom Truck. The community whispered of malevolent spirits seeking retribution, leaving travelers to wonder whether the Phantom Truck was a curse, a cautionary tale, or a harbinger of doom lurking in the darkness.